One moment you're completely calm, the very next moment you're irritated or you're in tears over something which you don't even understand. And then comes the guilt because you snapped at someone you love over something very small and you don't even fully understand why you snapped at that person. Friends, if you have caught yourself thinking, that's not like me, I need you to hear this today. Your emotional regulation system is going through a real physical change. Okay, let's talk about that in today's video. I am Meghalatha, a self-healing mentor and emotional wellness coach for women navigating perimenopause and midlife. I help you release stress, rebalance your nervous system, and rise into a calmer, steadier version of yourself. Are you new here? Hit that subscribe button and tap that bell icon right now because this channel is built entirely around real answers for exactly what you're going through. Okay, let's get into today's topic. Let me ask you something, and I want you to be honest with yourself. Have you started avoiding certain moments with your own family because you're not sure how you will react? Are you distancing yourself from your own loved ones because you're not able to predict your own behavior with them? This is one of the most common things women in perimenopause tell me, and one of the least talked about in this area. Sudden irritability with zero warning, snapping at someone you love, then feeling instant regret, feeling emotionally unpredictable even to your own self, you know. And quietly underneath it all, the real worry is about what this is doing to your closest relationships. I want to be very direct with you today. This is not a personality flaw. There is a real physiological reason that's happening with you. Perimenopause mood swings are strongly connected to fluctuating estrogen and progesterone hormones that directly influence brain chemicals which are responsible for mood regulation, including serotonin. Here is an easy way to picture it. Your emotional regulation system works like a thermostat for feelings. Okay, normally it responds proportionately. Mild frustration for something minor, real sadness for something that actually hurts. But during hormonal transition in you, that thermostat that regulates your moods, that regulates the temperature underneath your mood, that loses its steadiness. So the reactions can come out far bigger, far faster than the situation actually calls for. Now, stack this with broken sleep, physical discomfort from other symptoms, and years, sometimes decades of emotional labor many women have carried quietly without complaint. As a result, what you get is a nervous system that simply has very less capacity left to buffer the emotional reactions the way it once did. Okay? So this is not weakness. It's a simple biology, and biology, of course, responds to right kind of support system. Let me break a few myths around this perimenopause mood swing because these misunderstandings make many women feel so much worse than they actually need to. Okay? Myth number one, I am just being dramatic. You know, when you're suddenly snapping at somebody for no rhyme or reason, or you're getting irritated for small things, you may be thinking that you're being dramatic. Completely false. You're not dramatic. These mood swings are rooted in real hormonal shifts affecting your brain chemistry. It's not a character issue. Okay. Myth number two, I need to suppress how I feel to keep the peace at home. The reality is, when you suppress yourself, it only backfires. Suppressed emotion tends to resurface later, and when it resurfaces, very often it comes out with more intensity. Okay. So it's always healthier to release then and there, and that works far better than suppression. Please understand that. Okay. Myth number 3, my family just needs to understand and adjust. I'm going to be like this. Yes, understanding from loved ones, of course, does help. But the reality is, building your own emotional regulation tools is what actually creates lasting steadiness for you, no matter how others respond. Okay, so that's myth number 3. And here is exactly how my RRR method applies to this. Release. The first R is release. Give the emotion a healthy outlet before it builds into something overwhelming. Okay. What all you can do? You can develop a habit of journaling. Okay. Venting out the emotions through writing. You can do EFT tapping, or even naming the feeling out loud in that moment with some deep breathing exercise can help in releasing it. Okay. How do you rebalance? The second R is rebalance. How do you rebalance it? With consistent practice, your nervous system's capacity to absorb emotional swings actually strengthens over time. Okay. So consistent practice is very important for rebalancing your emotional outbursts, rebalancing your nervous system. Okay. And the third R is rise. So from that more regulated place with that more consistent practice, you get to respond with real choice instead of being swept away by the waves of emotions. So you know how to balance yourself and you rise to the occasion. So here is exactly what to do the next time you feel that irritation or tears rising fast. I call it the name and pause technique. Okay. What do you call? It's called name and pause technique. Silently name it. This is irritation, or whatever emotion you're having, just name it. This is irritation, or this is sadness. Place your hand on your heart and take a slow breath. Just one slow breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale through your mouth. Make sure that exhalation is longer than the inhalation. And then say to yourself, this feeling is valid at this moment. And this feeling will pass with this breath. And say this loudly. And if possible, step away from wherever you're standing or sitting. It may be just for a few seconds, 30 seconds, 60 seconds. Okay, step away from that point where you're sitting or standing. Go to some other place and then come back to your seat before you respond to whatever triggered it. Are you getting it? Suppose some trigger is making you to get irritated, making you feel sad. What you do? I'm repeating here. What you do? Repeat it. Okay, say it loud. This is irritation. And validate what you're going through. This is sadness I'm going through. Then do a deep inhalation, one breath only. Inhale deeply, exhale deeply. Let exhalation be a little longer than inhalation. I want you to step a little bit, one step aside. Okay, if you are sitting here, move a little bit. Go a little bit aside. Move from that location to another location. Just for 60 seconds. Just for 60 seconds. Step aside, just one step away from where you're sitting. Okay. Then come back to the place. Do this before you respond to whatever has triggered you. Okay. What happens here? Let us understand what happens here. When you're naming the emotion, it actually calms your brain alarm center. Okay. It calms your brain, and the small pause you take after naming the emotion creates the real space between the feeling and reaction. When you're taking that long breath and you're stepping aside and coming back, that pause That creates that space between the feeling and reaction. And this space very often saves you from the words which otherwise you would have used, which would make you regret later. Okay, this is how it works. Let me share something with you. A mother of two teenagers once sat with me and described snapping at her own children over the smallest things. Okay, after doing that, she would cry alone, would feel so ashamed of herself. She genuinely believed she was losing control of her own personality. And she was suggested to do this practice, name and pause. This method she was doing. A few weeks into the name and pause practice, along with that, she was also doing a little bit of EFT tapping. And she told me that even though she has not completely come out of it, she found the difference in her. And the difference is when there is onset of wave, now she knows she has to pause. When she's pausing, 1 second before she's reacting, that 1 second changes everything for her. That's saving her from spilling out harsh words towards her kids. Okay, this is helping her everywhere. That's the shift you should aim for. Don't aim for zero emotion. That's impossible. We as humans, it's impossible. We will have emotions. Just few seconds of space will save you from a lot of embarrassments. Just you have to cultivate through regular practice. Okay? Let me give you a full week strategy. Day 1 and 2, practice name and pause technique every single time irritation or sadness rises. Okay? Irritation or anger or sadness rises. Day 3, journal for 5 minutes. One emotional moment from your day. Okay? When you're writing it down, you're venting it out. So it loses its hold on you. So try journaling it out on day 3. And on day 4, do 1 round of EFT tapping. If you don't know what is EFT tapping, get back to my old videos, you will find what is EFT tapping. Okay? And on day 5, share honestly with someone you trust about what you have actually been experiencing. When you're sharing, you are again venting it out. Okay? And on day 6, practice the 60-second pause before responding to one frustrating moment. Again, the pause moment. Okay? And on day 7, reflect. In all the 7 days, you have been trying different techniques. Which has worked for you the most? And stick to that technique and practice it for the next 21 days. Whatever has helped you the most, stick to that practice and stay with it for the next 21 days or until your emotional response genuinely feel more manageable. Okay, do this practice. The regular practice will help in shifting your pattern. Okay. If this video gave you even one thing you needed to hear today, do 3 things for me. Hit that like button. Share the video with another woman who needs it. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I'm giving away my free guide, 5 things every woman over 40 should know about her body. The link for which is given in the description. And if you would like to talk this through personally, my WhatsApp link is also right there in the description. Okay, you can connect to me. Book your free clarity call anytime. Yeah. Please remember, please understand, you have not become a different person. Your emotional regulation system is simply going through real physical change. And it deserves the similar patience which you would offer anyone you love, anyone you care for, right? Healing does not happen because we know more. I keep telling this. Healing happens because we gently practice what truly supports our body, what truly supports our system in a very consistent manner. Remember, you're much more powerful, my friend, than what you think you are. Take care of yourself today, Susan.